Welcome back to the channel, Reese TV. Make sure you smash the like button, comment, share, and subscribe. This is the aftermath to the Liverpool first Brentford game. 2-0. We got the win in the end after pure domination. It was quite frustrating, to be fair, because Liverpool pretty much dominated the game. Obviously, Brentford had a few counter-attacks, a few chances where they could have scored, where Liverpool kind of overcommitting, especially their first chance. I think when one of the balls got played across, Simicast got done. He was kind of backing off in Bremo, giving him too much respect, giving him too much space and time. He played a ball to one of the other players, and then he fizzed the ball in across the box. Luckily, no one was there to tap it in. The ball went past too quickly, but yeah, dominated the game. Very frustrating because Liverpool having chance after chance. Gakpo had a chance, should have really put his chance away. Kind of scuffed at it. Szoboszlai played really well. Happy that he's starting to come into form. He did come into a bit of form before he got injured, but played really well yesterday. Not just what he was doing off the ball, but pressing, um, controlling the game, incisive passes, good control. Looked very sharp. Like I said, one of his shots hit the bar, which that's one of his best attributes, which is shooting. Obviously, for whatever reason, he's been lacking confidence for however long and stopped shooting, and now he's starting to shoot again. He really needs to start to shoot. It frustrates me in today's game where midfielders don't really shoot from 20, 30 yards, 40 yards anymore. Everyone's trying to score the perfect goal. Everyone's playing the same kind of systems where they're playing football and it's they're trying to pass you to death. And don't get me wrong, passing's nice when it's working and whatnot, but it's like there's no one trying to do something different. It's like if that doesn't work, we just keep going back to passing. But yeah, we really dominated that game. When I look at a few of the stats here, XG in open play, Liverpool had 2.32, Brentford had 0.52. So just to show you, in case anyone thinks that game was close, it wasn't close. Obviously, they're a tough team. They're pretty solid. They're hard to break down. They're dangerous on the counter attack. You kind of know you're always going to be in a game with Brentford. Got a really good manager, um, who's underrated for me. But yeah, we dominated that game. XG and set plays 0.48 and then 0.25 for Brentford. Passes in the opposition half 310 for Liverpool, 76 for Brentford. Touches in the opposition's box 61 for Liverpool, 24 for Brentford. And then the XG, I think 3.3 for Liverpool, 333, sorry, and then 0.76. Successive passes, 422 for Liverpool, which equals to 87%, and then 251, which is 80% for Brentford. Right, now, here's where people might get confused. If you look at shots on target, we had 8 and they had 6. But if you look at total shots, 37 for Liverpool, 11 for Brentford. So we definitely deserve to win that. But it's very frustrating that we don't take our chances. It's kind of a thing that Liverpool tend to do a lot of the time, create so much chances, more chances than most other teams in the Premier League. But yeah, we still find that it's the 9 times out of 10 the results not really a fair reflection. Obviously, there's been a few teams, West Ham. I'm trying to think who else. Not coming to my mind at the minute, but there's been a few teams we've battered this season, but it should have been way more. Possession 62%, and then 38% to Brentford. But yeah, it's all about decision making and making the right pass. And for me, let's say Salah, the last few games he hasn't really been playing really well. He's been quite smelly, we have to be honest, stinking out the gaff, you know. But and I've been screaming for Chiesa to come on, and he actually did bring Chiesa on, even though it was for around 5 minutes of normal time and then maybe 5 minutes of injury time, which is around 10 minutes. And when he came on, 1 of 3 Elliott as well changed the game, and so did Nunezz. Those three changed the game, but in particular, Elliott and Chiesa, when they came on, decision making, when they got the ball, they made the right decision. Knew when it was the right time to run with the ball, when it was the right time to play the right pass. For whatever reason, I don't know why, when it comes to Elliott, Slot's not feeling him for whatever reason. He has barely used him. He only used him in the FA Cup game the other week. And this probably the first time in a while that I've seen him come off the bench. He kind of really needs to come on because he's underrated. I think in terms of chance creation and passing, he's probably the second best passer in our team, and behind Trent. And then chances created and just making the right decisions, instant impact, Elliott. So for me, whether long-term Slot wants to use Elliott, that's a whole different story. But while we're challenging for this league and while you've got the squad that you've got to kind of squeeze everything out of the squad and use all the players, because we're not going to sign anyone in January. So yeah, Elliott's got to be used and Chiesa's got to be used. I'm sick and tired of people keep saying that this game's not the right game for Chiesa, or it's too physical, or he's not fit enough. Ideally, we want him to be 90. We want him to be fit for 90 minutes. But if you actually deep it, how a player actually gets fit, no matter how much training they do on the training ground, it's minutes on the pitch. So if he's only got 45 minutes or half an hour in him, bring him on. Because for me, Salah always around this period, January, he usually starts to hit a bad patch of form. So really, like I said, you got to have someone else that can come in and then he can go on the bench, get rest, and bring Chiesa in. So I think we definitely need to use him more because he will score goals. He's a threat. He's sharp. Chance creation. And certain players, they just have that nous where they know how to make the right decision, when to release the right pass, when to shoot, when to dribble, when to play it safe, when to play the through ball. So yeah, and then let's get to Nunezz. Nunezz has been getting a lot of stick, and I'll be honest, I've been someone who's been giving him stick. Not personal stick, I just think he's not good enough. I still kind of think that, but I got to give him credit. I'm not going to slander him. Yesterday was his day. He stepped up. Big performance. Most other guys up front, Gakpo wasn't really doing much. Salah wasn't doing much. And Diaz had another average game. So when Nunezz actually came on, instant impact, took his chances. And I've always said with Nunezz, he's instinctive. When it comes to when he has a chance where he doesn't need to think too much, he scores. When he has a chance where he's given too much time to think, he tends to miss. But I'm actually happy for him. I'm hoping he can kick on and start trying to score, play some sort of major role in us winning this league. He's obviously been under a lot of pressure, a lot of scrutiny, but I was actually over the moon and happy for him that he was able to get not one, but 2 goals. And you could see how much it meant to him, and towards the end of the game, how the rest of the team kind of went over to him to celebrate with him, to see how he was doing, because they know he's been under a lot of stress. But yeah, that game should have been a lot easier. Like I said, massive 3 points, because Arsenal ended up dropping points against Villa. I'm not even sure what happened there, because they were winning their game comfortably as soon as Villa scored. Panic stations, and then Villa scored again not too long after. Obviously, Arsenal had a decision later on in the game, which was a handball. Yeah, you could say soft or not a blatant one, but rules are rules. Obviously, they thought they'd won the game, but they didn't. But yeah, they dropped points. Now we just got to kick on and start winning the rest of our games. Obviously, we've been through a little patch of a couple draws and whatnot, and the goals are drying up a bit, but that's what we need. We kind of need everyone to contribute. So yeah, long may we kick on. I think we got a game during the week in the Champions League, and then we got I think Ipswich on the weekend. But yeah, big up Nunezz, Chiesa and Elliott. They changed the game. Yeah, make sure you like, comment, share and subscribe to my channel, Reese TV. Have a good one.